Cool little cringer on the Metro Goldwyn Mayer. This is sounding excellent. Looking nice, looking nice. Is that Grayskull off to the right there? Surely Grayskull can't be that close to the main royal palatial situation. Let's see. Could be Grayskull though.
Grayskull.
Saved your neighbor's mom and dad's asses.
That is a lot of asses.
Okay, so I don't like the cheap dialogue. I think the constant use of the word asses in Eternia is not something I'm looking for. I'm looking for a much higher brow original Star Wars and Lord of the Rings treatment of this film.
This world is no place for the weak.
Yes, Dad.
Is this why they send him away? Because he's weak? Is this why he ends up on Earth?
Good. Look, as soon as he turns around.
Oh, he's not turning around though, man-at-arms. He's done with him. Made his mind up sending him off to Earth.
Walk it up.
I am pleased that they've started on Eternia at the very least.
What are you...
Oh no, dang. This is a Skeletor attack, is it? Ram Man! Yes, Ram Man, Mechanic! Nut him! Fisto. Fisto. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the fight choreography. To be honest, I'm not really getting a sense of danger. Is this Trap Jaw now?
Palace boys.
Somebody wants to brawl.
Oh dear, you don't need lines like that in He-Man. Okay, now this is cool. Oh yes!
You failed.
Oh, man-at-arms, mate. You're down, bro.
Comes to an end this night.
Oh, Skeletor.
So strong you stopped.
I have you. Be strong, son. I'll hold you.
Dad?
Go.
Randos are gonna, mate.
That is the crescendo!
You'll know for the future, my lord.
Oh dear. Oh dear. So it was actually going quite well, and then you just have stupid dialogue in it that really cheapens it down to like an 8-year-old level. Yes, I was 8 when I watched the cartoons. But this movie could have been made for adults. Okay. So he's Star-Lord now, is he? He's got an Earth Mother.
You be safe.
Ooh. Is Mum gone? See Sorcerer's power. Yes! Come on! Very Bifrosty of Thor, isn't it? Oh ho, detached from the sword. Okay, so now we're on Earth, and I was worried about this. If you know the history of the previous film, I think it was late 1980s, could have been early 90s. I think it was late 1980s. Dolph Lundgren, very much considered a B movie, but actually a really super enjoyable film. Now, it was clear that the filmmakers made the decision to take Eternia to Earth for the largest part of the film, And again, if you got any brain about you, it's clear that that was done because back then they couldn't do the type of special effects and CGI that you would have really needed to recreate Eternia for an hour long, for a 2 hour movie. But we can now. I was really shocked and fundamentally disappointed when the news about this movie came out and they paid reference to the fact that they're going to put it on Earth again. I'm sorry, but there's just absolutely no need for that. We had that movie before. We can be given a total immersion across Eternia, and all the different races in Eternia. And then just going back to that scene, there's several things wrong. So this is a He-Man movie, Masters of the Universe. We've got the word dude coming up all the time. Our introduction to Prince Adam is he's already been told that he's got a lack of masculinity and that he sees a therapist. So this is He-Man we're talking about right now. And yes, I know that it's his, alter ego version of He-Man. But still, you got to give the guy a bit of credibility to introduce us to him. So from a screenplay perspective, it's just not cool, man. Where he's a laughing stock throughout his whole life, by the look of it. So this is like the opening of a romantic comedy now. This is like what you would see a character do.
You're in my spot.
Before he finds the love interest. Okay, here we go, Dolph. Dolph Lundgren cameo.
Hey, any advice for a new guy?
Good journey, kid.
The greeting and farewell that they used in the original 87 or whenever it was movie.
Confusing. Like, the tone's a little confusing. It's like, is it a question or not? It's not. So I will see you in like 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay, Susie.
Okay, so struggling now, which I thought I would because I'd seen the trailers, I'd seen some of the early reviews. This is just not a He-Man movie right now.
Wait, Adam, you can't just, if you walk out that door, you can kiss this place goodbye. Consensually.
Oh, struggling a bit again. Again, that scene, like, why would you write dialogue like, I don't want to harsh anyone's buzz? Turn of the century type phrasing. Again, like, you got to remind yourself you're actually watching a He-Man movie right now. It's supposed to be Masters of the Universe. Why are we harshing anyone's buzz? Why are we having a meeting in HR?
Gray Skull, just take me home.
I'm wondering who this is comical or funny for. I really feel like we've just probably wasted about 18-20 minutes there on Earth. Again, a very slapstick, falls over his own car. There's just no need to put that on film. Okay, right, I've seen the trailers, so I think Beastman or someone's coming now. Okay, so we've got adult Teela.
Adam?
Okay, so we're back in Eternia. And total desolation. So Eternia is not what he remembers it to be, or has fallen since he can remember it.
Because he's...
But I mean to be a god.
So I think when you cheapen a movie with the direction that you take it, and some of the dialogue is, it's just not good at all.
Don't stare.
Sort of Star Warsy. I'm not hating that. Again, the actual production design, the CGI art direction, it's pretty cool. Oh dear.
It's Dina, right? Dina?
I'm not sure how well this reaction's going now. I'm sorry. I've just got to give it you as I'm seeing it. We've got a very weird sexualized joke there in that, even though this is clearly kind of been written for 7-year-olds now with the dialogue. The screenplay is just not good at all. That whole sequence there, it's like the teachers asked a 5-year-old to come back and hand a screenplay in on Monday, and you know your 5-year-old's homework is to write an action adventure screenplay. Oh, that's really annoying. You know, we've all been waiting for this movie for 30 some years. Did the person that penned this movie not think about that for a second? What is good is the physical locations when we get them. The production design on the physical locations is really good. I actually think the costuming and the wardrobe is pretty good as well. All the armor that everyone's wearing, like Fisto there, his fist looks really good. His armor looks good. Mossman even looked pretty cool. But this is just such a wasted opportunity from script to screen, because it was just obviously flawed in the creative process really early on.
Oh my God, he's heavy.
They need you, man at arms.
Yeah, good idea. He needs to hydrate.
It wouldn't surprise me if they nip out and get you a Starbucks to wake you up in this movie.
Yeah.
Gotta get the sword as far away from him as possible. Go!
We gotta go.
That was cool. Ram Man just dives out of the building. Pretty cool.
Stop talking.
So does he grab the sword now then?
Words.
Let's at least hope that this looks cool. Okay, pretty cool and very CGI. I'm gonna say that I am aware that this movie bombed. I am aware that it bombed at the cinema. And after watching it for an hour and 5 minutes, it's really easy to see why, isn't it? Right. I've kind of rewound. I'm back in. It's been a week. I watched the first hour and 5 minutes until I have the power of Grayskull, I have the power, until he powered up. And then I couldn't watch it anymore. And let's just freeze frame this shot on Adam. He-Man. It's not He-Man, is it? Let's be honest. Let's just take a minute to look at his physique there. It's like, this is nothing wrong with Nicholas Galitzine, is it? I think the guy's name is. But look how lacking in muscle he is there. That is just not. So, to bearing in mind, He-Man is the most powerful man in the universe. And look how slight of character he is when he Grayskull powers up to He-Man. It's just he's not He-Man. Not the right choice in actor at all. Again, not his fault. If somebody offers you the part of He-Man, are you really going to turn it down? No, you're not. But then you've got to look better than that when you do the film. So let's talk about Thor. Chris Hemsworth. I didn't personally know who Chris Hemsworth was before he played Thor. And then if you remember back to the first movie where I think Jane, she sort of sees him through the bathroom, does she, in the mirror, and he's got his white t-shirt off and he's got his jeans on and he's absolutely jacked, man. That is Thor, the God of Thunder. Look at what we're looking at here for He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Okay, again, in terms of what they can do with what they've got, visual effects people.
Come on.
Let's go.
Some of the costumes I'm not liking the He-Man sort of cross-body device that he's got on there.
See that? I ripped that dude's arm off and I shot all his.
But the lasers, pretty cool. Looks good, man. All the ships look good. The CGI, the world building is good. It's all hampered by a shocking screenplay. Okay, so this is the first sequence now where I'm thinking I'm getting a sense of danger. A sense that the lead characters in this story are under threat of danger at the moment. And we're probably like an hour and 10 minutes in. Everything before that's been so whimsical. It's not been taken seriously enough. It's like by this point, you don't really care about the characters. The tone in this chase sequence is quite good. If it had been like this throughout the film, we'd be in a better place now. Okay, they're making him out to be a bit of an accidental hero at the moment, so in free fall. Again, the stupid slapstick, smash your face into the glass of the cockpit, but then recover. Oh, he's going to jump, is he? He's going to jump from the ship. Okay, so cool chase sequence. Got to give credit where it's due. As a standalone action set piece, pretty cool. Again, everything looks really good. I'm ticking off certain things, but giving big black marks, big cross marks to all the things that are wrong. Even within a chase scene where there is a sense of danger, for some reason, there feels this necessity to lighten it, to dumb it down to a 5-year-old level. What's he going to find in here? Candy bars, lollipops, and Care Bears. For anybody who remembers that.
More for you and me. Come on, sit down. Here's
A little bit of heart there in that scene. A little bit of writing that makes you give a damn.
Your loincloth is in my... Sorry.
Fine.
I really missed you, you know.
See, when you let an actor just say a line well like this
All the time.
actor's doing now, I forget her name, Mendes, I think it is.
Me too.
It works. You start to get something on camera.
Honestly, there wasn't a day went by.
When you just drop in cheap gags all the time, you make even the best actors look like absolute idiots.
Behold, insignificant wretches, it's I.
Now that's cool.
And you are but worms beneath my feet. But worms?
God.
Worms. Yet there is one among you who
The
thinks
dialogue is horrific.
seems the pro-
So it's a recurring theme now. A total cheapening of everything else that they achieve within a scene. Okay, so as soon as that comes on, that scene, and Skeletor's big, standing above them, I'm going to call it telecasting out to all Eternia, which, by the way, they did something similar in the original movie. they did something similar. So I like, in a way, that they're harking back to the original movie there. That's a cool way of doing it, rather than saying, oh, the first movie took place on Earth, so this one has to have something to do with Earth as well. Like, lazy. Lazy, write something else. But Skeletor there, standing up there looking cool, and then immediately, for some reason, someone in the team wants to cheapen it by the word buttworms coming out of Skeletor's mouth. Such cheapening of what could be good. So a little title card to say something like Badlands, or, whichever part of Eternia they're now in, would help with world building.
The rest will come with me. Prepare the dungeons.
Adam, you give him hell.
I think the less said about Evelyn, the better, mate. Ooh. King Rando.
Shall I give you to the moment?
Or is he going to push him out of the snake mouth? So I can't remember that character's name. I know he was in... They brought him across. Right, that character there. So they've brought that character directly again across from the 1980s movie, the Dolph Lundgren version, who they made up for the movie, as far as I'm aware. So that character was not previously part of the toy collection, the Mattel toy collection. I'm pretty sure he wasn't. He was kind of a new character invented for the 80s movie. Seemingly they brought him across. We've not seen much of him yet in terms of doing anything. He was more of a pivotal kind of leader of the bad guys character in the previous movie. Doesn't seem to be here, but I think they've pulled him across from that. Cool. I'm liking that. Karg. I want to say his name's Karg.
I need you to hear me say it.
Well, this guy is just not He-Man at all. He really isn't. His mum's back by the look of it.
I have the power!
Oh, no. It's not going to give it to you, bro. Does not want you to have the power of the universe.
It's better she thinks of me as an old drunk who's worth saving than an old man who's worth nothing.
Here we go, Cringer. Wondering when this was going to happen.
Is it okay if I lick you now?
You're going to whip them all into shape, bro.
Get him out for the war.
Get them out of there.
I wore him, just a seminar. I got one question. How much do you bench?
What is bench?
Oh, God.
Wow, again, cheap gags, mate. Just are not required at all. I'm getting quite angry now, actually, because the filmmakers have been given all the tools, all the money in the world to give us a proper movie here. And just gags like that. Okay, Queen. That's that Queen and Brian May connection. I think Brian May was in the list of music.
They're coming.
I don't like how Grayskull as well is attached to the main city of Eternos. I think Grayskull should be in a separate location, removed from the main city, either well on the outskirts or deep into another territory, like a fantasy questable distance that you've got if you want to go to Grayskull. That in itself is like, you know, a journey across an old school fantasy map from a novel.
This seems dangerous.
Pussy.
Tila, really? He's not a pussycat.
Seriously, are you giving me that
I'm not.
gutter lingo?
Not that.
Give him head, Redman! I'm sorry.
Again, it's a sexual joke, isn't it? Oh dear. That was easy, wasn't it? Skeletor just walks out of the way to let Prince Adam roll towards the sword of power that he's so desperately been after for years, decades.
Let them slug it out.
Nice try.
So we knew this fight was coming. So we knew that Duncan Man-at-Arms was going to face off against Trapjaw at the end of this movie because of how they set it up at the beginning. So Skeletor's shattered the sword of power, has he? I'm not hating that, that's okay.
Would you look at that? Could I level with you, Adam? I was never really buying that whole beefcake barbarian thing.
Sad at the pivotal moment.
Tough guy.
And they put
You weather
Skeletor with a Nike hoodie on in a gym on Earth.
they felt sorry for you.
Oh my dear.
Catch.
And we're back on Earth.
What was it like? Adam, can this wait? I have a performance review with Daryl.
This is so bad now, it's unbelievable.
Who's the demon?
Oh my god.
He's the bad guy. Whosoever wields the sword shall hold the power.
So this is where she tells him that the power of Grayskull is always within him, not just the sword.
That is why I chose you as the vessel, Adam.
I am the vessel.
This is all okay, but this should have been done in Grayskull, with the vision of the sorceress coming to him, not catapulting back to Earth. Who cares about Earth, mate? It's fucking Eternia. Put Skeletor's cheekbone, that's cool. Oh.
Why don't we end this cycle of violence and talk? Just talk. You destroyed my world. You have caused so much pain and suffering, and maybe that's because you...
Oh my god. This is so feeble now. Thank God for laggy internet, so I don't have to suffer through this drivel any longer.
I just prefer not to.
I do like the music, I've got to say. Swinging him around like a Fraggle now. This music as well, so like the theme tune, if you like, is cool.
What did you call that guy again?
Oh, it's Mechanic.
Right.
Annoying.
Yeah.
We've heard the names already. If people have not picked up on it on now, my God.
Yo, what do you think?
Yeah, man, this is cool.
Like, it's cool to see that it was
Now they've got the original Masters of the Universe, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon music playing in the background,
But hey,
which is nice, but how dare they when they've not made a He-Man movie?
it was all real.
Do we have to?
And we've not seen Cringer go full on Battle Cat with his actual Battle Cat regalia. Oh, okay, so they give it us right at the end. Just really awful as a film, if I'm honest. I think what they've failed to do completely is really capture what the heart of what He-Man and Masters of the Universe was always about, and it was always about, for me, young boys realizing the hero's journey. The filmmakers should have stopped for a moment and realized we are not making a cartoon. We're making a live action version of He-Man. So a total failure to capture anything that was realistically true to the essence of what the original cartoon was from the 80s. So the whole thing was doomed from the start. And let's discuss what we know now about the theatrical release. So this movie is already on Amazon Prime. So we know, if anyone's been paying attention to the news reports and things, that this movie completely bombed at the cinema. When I bet you any money, the vast majority of He-Man fans would have wanted this live action movie to be taken seriously by the filmmakers. Failed from the get-go, mate.